Okay, as we had talked about before Eric joined us, been a couple weeks since we had a game. Sheer hadn't missed anything, and the last session you had cleared out the ground level of the fort.
Okay.
And what would you like to do now?
Well, before we continue, I'd like to go over to Ugar and, clasp him on the shoulder and say, let's talk some strategy here for a second. And give a glance over at Poppy and say, I mean no offense to the gnome, but we don't seem to have the same defensive training that she does, or armor. And she doesn't seem to be threatening them enough to make them worry about her. We both got kind of roughed up quite a bit last time, and she was practically untouched. So, what I might suggest we do, let her run in and protect the alchemist and beat up anything that tries to approach him, rather than trying to help Poppy.
Any comment?
L'altro.
Okay, so what now?
Well, I would guess that maybe it would be a good idea to continue west to the door here and actually scout out the remaining perimeter of the fort, since we got swarmed here, sort of. But strictly speaking,
Okay.
like everything on that side, I don't know how that. Basically, we haven't actually seen anything in. Why is this being so bad?
I feel like we kind of just went over the fact that there is nothing left to do on this floor.
Well, there's something down there. I don't know if it's literally just hallway and blank, and might be, but that's not uncovered. Ah.
Yes, just a hallway.
And those are just normal beds, basically?
Yeah, that is the South Barracks. It's bunk beds, small chest, and stools. Nothing of any value in the room.
Okay.
Well, I guess we can go upstairs unless someone has an objection.
Upstairs we go.
Okay, are you just walking up the stairs or are you going stealthy?
I think the only person who
I'm
has
wearing
any kind
plate
of
mail. I think
yeah.
we're just walking up the stairs.
The only person who has any kind of potential stealth skills, and I don't actually think he actually has any now that I think about it, isn't here, so makes things slightly awkward.
Yeah.
Okay. And ignore those dice, guys.
Never ignore the dice, guys.
I rolled a 234 if that tells you anything. Superstition, you gotta warm up your dice. Okay, who's going up first?
Poppy.
Presumably me.
Okay, Poppy, you are greeted. Are you?
Oh boy, a guy.
More of this.
Yes, you are greeted at the top of the stairs by another undead mercenary. And roll for initiative, everyone.
Hey,
No
that's what I
dinner,
like to
not
see.
after 2 weeks without playing. You didn't even paid us a dinner and a row initiative like that.
And let's see. Your effects back on. That is indeed number 12. Needless to say, he hears you coming up the stairs and he swings at you with a long sword and misses by a mile.
He was
Let's see.
expecting a human-sized person and got a gnome instead.
So if I come up from the stairs, I basically wind up like. Where did my token just go? Can I not move it to the other map?
I will put you on the other map.
Okay, so I run up the stairs, I guess, right? And I'm just going to wait right here and ready in action to attack if he gets closer.
Well, that doesn't seem likely unless I back up. Which I assume you do not want me to back up.
I'm not trying to get you to back up. I'm just saying, no point in me getting hit.
And Stealth, I'm going to go ahead and put you on the other map. He's not logged in anyway. And
Hold that thought. We're up to downloading files. Well, Fantasy Grounds kept crashing because it kept running back to my external drive, but so I reloaded the game into the same folder as the actual Fantasy Grounds game, and now it's doing stuff.
cool. Poppy, you are up.
Rip.
Lugar.
Step, 5 foot
That's
step here,
not
and
actually something you can go. That's like going up.
Yeah, you got to go the other way.
Yeah.
Toward Eric. Yeah.
okay, now I got it. Can I go here? No.
Sure.
Okay, here and axe his head.
Which map are we on?
Map battlements.
That one. Okay. Sweet.
And Steph, I'm going to lower your initiative so you don't
Like
miss
you.
your turn.
Okay.
Are we doing this again with the completely resisting damage?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's resisting my slash damage.
You really need to just edit the base creature to not be immune to magic.
let's see. We needed to take off.
Immunity to magic.
It was DR5 magic and slashing immunity to magic. There we are. Okay, so you actually did. When did you hit number 12?
14. Yeah.
There we go.
Open his head like a watermelon.
And Step, if you're ready, you're up.
Yeah, I'm getting there. He's 10 feet. Well, there's a space so I can use my arrow without a attack of opportunity.
Correct.
Okay, hold on. After all that,
So close.
Okay, he's gonna lash out at Ugar. Yeah, that's not happening.
Ugar, you remember how it was like, you're just gonna get yourself hit compared to Poppy?
Sorry, didn't get it. Sorry, what did you mean?
Don't run up and engage them, is what I said.
Poppy confirms.
Okay.
Hey.
Because you'll get smacked for much more than Poppy. Poppy has higher AC and damage reduction, but Poppy doesn't have that much raw damage. So you're like a
Unless I
glass
crit.
cannon compared to her. You crit with a ×3 weapon for barely twice what. Not even twice, technically counting the damage, less than twice of what Ugar does, so. And you have a 4 strength bonus to help you on that.
That's true.
And Ugar, you are up, sir.
Okay. Another axe in the head?
Damn!
2 in a row.
That's a kill.
See, look at that. Even without 4 strength, he still did 50% more damage than you did.
Yeah, he has more strength. He's a pure warrior. Probably he
He
will
has less
make more
strength than you
damage.
do, I believe. What's your actual strength?
Less? 17.
You have more strength than he does. When I said he had strength, I meant you buffed him with strength.
Okay, yes, I can buff him. If you need.
Okay. Well, needless to say, the undead mercenary falls to the ground. And, pull up the room description.
Yes, I have boost strength. I can buff him. But I already used it last game.
Okay. This round room in the tower is used for observation of the grounds outside. In the walls, there are an array of arrow loops. And just a second. Okay. Um, And the circular wooden stairs continues upwards to a trap door at the top of the tower.
Well, should we check out the trap door, or should we see what else is on this floor?
Check out the trapdoor.
Yeah, in the room, you do see a bedroll, a box of arrows, a stool, and a
I meant
small
like
little
actually out
brazier.
on the battlements.
Basic rule: don't leave unknown empty spaces behind you if they're small enough to explore.
Okay, trapdoor it is then. Up I go.
Okay, up you go, and you exit through the trap door, and at the top of the tower you find a light ballista, and it's fixed to the swiveling mount, and a wooden box nearby holds 8 to 10 bolts. And you have a fantastic view of the grounds below.
Any signs of activity up here recently?
You can tell that the machinery is maintained.
But it doesn't look like anything's fired this lately.
And no, you really don't see any signs that the ballista has been fired.
Alright, unless somebody objects, let's just go back down and move on.
Okay, you exit out onto the floor of the battlements, the courseway of the battlements.
Are we immediately swarmed by dozens of undead mercenary things?
No, truly you don't see any signs of activity.
Well, then I'm gonna go stick my head in here.
Okay. It's much like the uh, it's much like the other tower. It's got the circular stairs going up.
Anything in here waiting to kill me?
No, not as you don't see anything inside the room.
Well, then I will go stick my head through the trapdoor.
And give me just a minute. I need to put a grid on that other map.
Them sounds like fighting words.
Close enough. Okay, as you stick your head through the trap door, you are aware of an undead mercenary. Up top. Would you like to re-roll initiative?
Can I just take a nap and let Poppy handle it?
There's probably not a whole lot of room for everyone up here, so I guess, sure.
Like I said.
I'm a dwarf, I can't stay out of combat. There's no honor on it.
And he has no immune to magic. And Poppy, he's aware of you coming up the stairs, so he comes over and swings at you with the longsword. And he does manage to hit. First blood, I love it.
Seems like he bypassed my DR.
It seems like he hit Mercenary 7, whoever that is.
That would explain why he bypassed the DR.
There we go. You take 9 points of damage, Poppy.
That's better.
See, I don't know about you, Ugar. I have 20 AC right now, and that thing rolled for 25, so I'm just throwing that out there.
I have 20 AC too.
Yeah. Let Poppy get hit if necessary. Heal him up. Heal her up. More efficient on healing resources. But hey, if you
This
want
is
to see our
about to be a
skin,
DR slap fight.
I think I'm just going to hold my action until. I mean, there's very limited room up there, and I'm not sure what the alchemist is going to be able to really do on
Okay.
one little undead mercenary.
Okay, I will go up and try to hit him.
That's probably going to provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yes, it will.
Where is the?
You gotta move around Poppy.
Sorry, I lost the map. What's the name? Okay, thanks.
Not a problem.
So I have to go around the poppy or
Yeah,
over
Yeah.
like this.
yeah. You would have to move on top of Pop. You'd have to move through Poppy to get up the stairs and
So
through the trapdoor.
the
So
undead okay, he will have a opportunity attack on me.
yes, you want to take it?
Strategically, I shouldn't, but I will.
You got lucky.
Rolling play, man.
Alright, don't try to give advice to dwarves when it involves staying out of combat.
Yes, I'm a dwarf. There's no honor staying out of combat. That's it. Take it.
just saying, of all the people here, only one person had a character die this campaign already.
I know that. There's no problem with that.
I'd drop prone as a free action and take a nap.
There's no problem on dying on a campaign. The only problem I can see is dying without meaning, without a great sin, without a great history. Yeah.
he rolled a natural 20, and then he rolled a
Damn.
natural 1 to confirm.
Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty.
He
But
didn't
either
confirm is what
way,
he's saying.
Ugar, you got hit.
Yeah.
Ah,
I almost 7 damage.
yeah.
Rip.
Go ahead, Ugar.
That's it. Open his
Really
head like
dead,
a
mostly dead.
head off.
Okay, up top, you see another ballista. You can't tell that it's been fired recently, but
I don't see it.
Because you're downstairs taking a nap.
It's very peaceful.
So I have a silly question. Do we notice if either of these ballistas are in any sort of position that if fired they might shoot into the town?
Good question.
um,
As Wintermute's considering the answer, I get up, yawn, stretch, walk up there to look around, tap Hoppy with the healing wand.
Damn, I was gonna walk down the stairs and kick you.
that's where you're at on the town map. So
What do you mean
yes,
that?
Okay.
The thing over. Okay.
yeah.
So what I think she's asking is it like it pointed towards the town for some unknown discernible reason, or
Um, really, they are pointed outwards.
so it
Whether
doesn't look suspicious.
um, no, it does not look suspicious to you. You know, they are used in defense of the fort. Are they capable of reaching certain parts of the town?
Well,
Yes.
yeah, three of them are gonna be pointed into town by default. So I just figured I'd cover my bases just in case.
Okay.
Last thing we need is, oh shit, we are suddenly being fired upon from the fort. Why didn't anybody think of that?
That was a good idea.
Why didn't anyone think of what? Sorry.
Just if the fort suddenly opens fire on the town with the ballistas, I don't need anybody being like, why didn't anyone think of that?
Fair enough.
Okay, you come back down the stairs and back out onto the walkway.
Next room.
Okay, as you open the door, um, you are greeted by not one, not two, but three zombies, one of which you are standing on top of. Would you like to roll for initiative?
I am more than likely going to be fighting this one completely by myself unless I lead them out.
Okay, number 7 is going to step out.
Number 7 is still wounded.
Shh.
Thank you, Sheer.
I know usually I'm the one telling people to not remind him of shit, and then I turn around and do it because I'm an asshole.
And let's see. And he's going to take a shot at you with a bow. And the arrow goes whizzing past you.
So I'm standing in front of one of his comrades, and I'm significantly shorter than that comrade. If he missed me, then did he hit Mercenary 4 instead?
No.
Is he shooting between Mercenary 4's legs? Because that's about all he can do.
Well, the mercenary's not taking up the entire 5-foot square.
I know, I'm just being a dick.
Ugar?
Okay. Do you have any strategy in mind?
Well, if you
Just to
move to
run.
about there, then I can take a 5-foot step back and we can flank Mercenary 4 once he steps out. If he steps out.
What about I apply to myself Shield of Fate and then go there? I will not attack this time, but no, I have to use my entire turn to cast a spell. I can't cast a spell and move. So
How are you
then
moving over there?
from
You
here,
were right
1,
there,
2,
right?
3, 4. I can't move, reach there. Only here.
Oh, that's close enough for now.
Lack 5 steps. So I will you cast Shield of Fate on myself, I believe. No. I believe I will hang on that to the boss. Can I ready an attack?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay, I ready an attack. If he step out, I will attack.
And number 4 is gonna swing with the sword at Poppy. And number 1's gonna take a 5-foot step.
And Poppy would have cover on this attack, right?
From 1, yeah. But 1's not attacking.
Ah.
I'm going to hold my action until I have something to shoot at.
I'm gonna yell, flank them as they try to come out the door. And try as a free action and drop prone as a free action. I already told them both to be heroes. I'm contributing.
I'm taking
And I'm
1
gonna
minute.
swing at number 4 and miss horribly, and then 5-foot step this way.
Okay. And he's just gonna move closer. And Ugar, you are up, sir. Leo.
Sorry, I'm back. It took 1 minute to bathroom.
Oh, okay. You're up.
From here, can I attack?
Yeah, I'll let you.
That's it.
Okay. And number 4 is so upset over being hit that he does indeed take a 5-foot step out. And he's going to take a swing at Ugar.
Do I get a shoot at him? Since I held my action?
Yeah, you would.
Okay, so I'm going to take a 5-foot step. And then I'm going to toss a bomb on him. And because I have precise shot, the bomb slash damage won't hit Ugar or Poppy, right?
I do believe that is correct. And now you have a flaming. Oh, that's acid.
A melting zombie.
Yes. Okay, and Ugar hit him and he's melting, and he takes a swing and misses.
He's flanked now.
And number 1 is going to move straight forward, so both of you all do get an attack of opportunity.
Flanked?
I don't think we
Probably.
get flanking on 1.
No.
Because we probably received the opportunity when he was exactly between us.
Well, yeah, you would. So, yeah, throw flanking on.
Oh, you know something? Undead Mercenary 1 should have taken splash damage before. Because he was right next to him.
1d6.
Flanked is +2, if you remember.
Right.
There we go.
That's the opportunity.
And he's going to reach out and try to hit Poppy. And manages to not confirm the crit.
That's the right time for a cleave. Paul.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have cleave yet.
Holy shit, man.
Okay, he is gone.
Rip.
You're a bard. You have your uses other times. Social.
I could shoot them for
Inspires.
1d6 piercing damage, which will on average do 0 damage. I've already burned up 3 of my level 1 spells and 2 of my level 2 spells, and 11 of my rounds of Bard Song, so for a fight like this, it's not worth wasting any resources.
Yes, you're right. You are the board, you are the leader of the group.
Ugar, an arrow goes by you.
Okay. And miss. Holy shit.
And since you were the last one to attack, oh, he hits you with his longsword and take a nice 10 points of damage.
Shit.
Since I'm running low on bombs, I will switch to the longbow. And do nothing.
I'm
Just
still
clanks
sleeping.
off his helmet.
And he's going to try shooting at Ugar again.
Thanks God. My God's at my side. Ungrad will never let you kill me. Hold a critical when they call the name of Ungrad.
Does not confirm.
Didn't need to.
Okay, okay, don't need to. The power of Unguard is at my side.
I guess I will hold my action until the last zombie shows his face.
I might have to do the same if this thing is just gonna shoot miss arrows at Ugar.
And he's enraged at hearing his comrade fall. And he drops his bow and grabs his longsword and
He's
runs out
undead. He's
into.
undead. An enraged undead? How can I believe undead don't have emotion.
There's rage wights, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, if you remember in the asylum, you did encounter that zombie that could talk.
Yes, that's true, that's true. But you guys don't remember that.
In
But
other words, do you want the thing to stay in the tiny room where we don't get a flanking bonus?
No? He step out.
and he misses Ugar. And now you get a flanking bonus. Steph, do you want to take your action first?
Oh, yeah. Let me target him.
And Poppy, you had a readied action as well.
Indeed, I did.
Should have just went ahead and moved on with my life.
Take that.
Hey, I did all of 4 damage. So I guess since Eric's not doing anything, it just wraps back around to Undead Mercenary 7.
Yeah.
What exactly you wanted me to do in this circumstance?
No, I'm not saying that you had to do anything. I'm just
Okay.
pointing out that the combat tracker skips me and Sith.
Another hit.
You're up, Steph.
Oh, okay. I missed again.
Good try. Yeah, we'll skip Eric. You know, Eric, with all the snapping that you were doing, if you were wounded, I'd give you back 1 hit point.
And it is dead.
It is dead. To save time, I sped up the other 2 towers, and you just fought all the bad guys at the top of the towers. You see basically the same stuff, a ballista at the top of each tower.
Okay. Should I use my spell to heal? Or the want?
Anything in these other 2 rooms? Although I'm pretty sure we've been in one of them already.
No, you have not.
Didn't we go up a flight of stairs earlier into...
No, we haven't
This-
been in these. I mean, we've been down the downstairs version of some of those rooms, but
You went into one of the battle. You went into that battlement there initially, but that was it. It
Oh,
was
okay.
the room
Oh,
was
yeah,
empty
right,
when you
okay.
were in it.
This map just wasn't masked, so we could see all the rooms.
Hey Bard, do you think I should use my own spell or can you
oh,
use that
now you're asking
magic
me about
wand?
tactical advice?
Yes, now I
I
ask
seem to
you.
be all out of help for reckless wars.
That sometimes my god asks me to do to enter the battle.
Is there anything in this room?
As you get to the door, would everyone like to make a perception check? And you happen to notice movement right around that corner of the wall. And what you see, sorry, this is a shitty picture, is this ooze-like creature.
Undead use? Disgusting.
Fun.
And where do we see that? Oh, I see. Okay.
And
Can I tell what it is? Let's see. It'd be knowledge engineering, I think. What does a 24 give me about whatever the hell that is?
It's immune to everything, run the other way.
Let's see.
It's a good reason to run.
And just as a reminder, when I roll knowledge, you ignore the actual number rolled and look at their flat modifier because I'm taking 10. That's why it's 24, not 25.
You know that they are telepathic.
Are they generally hostile? How intelligent are they?
Give me just a second.
Didn't I have had time to use a cure spell, a heal spell? Oh, the board to use the wand.
Yeah, I'll let you heal up for this. You know that they are generally a neutral creature. They do, if they manage to slam into you, um, they're very acidic, and you do take acid damage. Generally they're used as like early warning systems.
Does it have any resistances or reduction that I would know about?
They are immune to cold, fire, and have ooze traits, and they're semi-transparent.
What is it? What does ooze traits mean?
Ooze traits are um they really they're blind. They're immune to poison, sleep effects, paralysis, polymorph, and stunning. Some of them can deal acid damage, of which this is one of them. Not subject to critical hits or flanking. Um, they don't take sneak attack damage. They eat and breathe, do not sleep.
But they're not resistant to specific damage types, like bludgeoning or slashing.
No.
Cool.
And let's roll for initiative.
So can I heal? So that can. I will burn a spell.
Yeah, go ahead and heal first.
Burn hide from undead.
What are you doing?
I used burn and I burn hide from dead. How do you call channel to use cure light ones?
Oh, okay. Got it.
My cure light ones is 1d8 plus 5, so 8 plus 5, 30.
Okay.
Thanks.
And Ugar, you are up.
And how about strategy, Eric? You are our strategy master.
Two of you go hit it, because I can't fit in there.
Okay, damn. Come here and hit.
I mean, I'm assuming the square with the black arrow is not actually something we can stand in, because that's like 3/4 wall and other room.
Uh, yeah, this grid is like way too
Okay,
big.
can I stay here then ready my attack when he advance? Them.
Yeah, you sure can.
That's it.
Can I throw my shield at him from this position?
Hold on just a second. Let me make a.
I mean, think how much of a difference this would have made earlier.
Shields are for defense, not to throw.
Yeah, I wish I would have thought about that earlier. And what size is he? Ugar, would you like to go again, or would you like to change your move?
Only a little bit. Here, and ready for attack. Sir?
Okay. All right, Poppy.
Alright, I'm going to toss my shield at him.
And you do manage to hit.
I will throw my standard bomb on him. Versus my acid one. That didn't work out nearly as well as I would have hoped.
He
Uh,
did mention it was resistant to fire.
He said it was immune to cold and fire.
Oh, I heard acid. He was talking about
He
acid.
said he does acid damage. He didn't actually say it was immune to acid.
Ah, shite. All right, well, now I know. Sorry. I heard acid.
Well, people have managed to set up in an awkward way. I am. So there's no point in delaying after the thing because that's just the same as just like skipping my turn because there's only one enemy right now at least. Whatever. I'll go to here and ready in action to attack if it happens to go in the one spot or two spots that works out well at.
okay. It's gonna move over here and try to.
Yep.
Did I get you?
That's exactly what I was saying. Like if it happens to go to one of several squares, then there's no sense in it being ready in an action. I knew that's what happened.
And he tries to slam into Ugar and does not succeed.
I read my actions, so now I can hit two
His would go off
times.
first, and he should be in front of the Ooze on the initiative.
Okay. So now I will try hit two times.
Well, what do you mean hit two times?
Now, yeah,
Last turn, I read my
Right, so
attack.
now your ready to action is going off before he swung at you, technically.
Which means you're lower on the initiative, and
Yes.
it's gonna be my turn.
Okay. He call back. Okay. I saw.
Just as an FYI, the round shouldn't advance. You just advanced it twice. Not the biggest deal, but.
All right, Sith.
Okay, so we'll try the longbow.
Get a nice solid hit.
Probably should have led with that.
Well, you know, now I don't really feel like we're giants lumbering around a toy castle.
God bless my ex this time. It's blessed. Take.
Watch the ooze have great cleave.
Let's see. Ugar was the last one to hit. And it manages to slam into you.
Holy shit.
And you take 11 points of damage, which, some of that was from acid.
And the ooze is down for the count.
And Poppy manages to slay the ooze.
I guess I will do
Hey,
it.
hey, my friend Bard. Do you
Have
still
you guys
have
noticed the
that
common
one?
theme of who keeps begging for healing?
Do you still have that one, my friend Bard?
I severely roll my eyes.
Thanks. You are a generous soul, man.
Okay. Give me just a second.
So, can we take 5 so I can go make a sandwich?
Yeah, actually, that sounds like a good idea if everybody's down with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, BRB.